This is how you enter a SMART goal. To start with, from SharePoint, go to Tools and go to Project Management Office. This will take you to the Project Management Office Hub. This is our navigational hub for everything in the Project Management Office. You'll want to go down to the section called Forms to request a project. From here, you have several forms to choose from. To start with, if your SMART goal is a focus topic, you'll want to choose the first form, focus topic. If your project is a committee or council SMART goal, then you want to choose the second. If your SMART goal is neither a focus topic or a committee council goal, then you want to choose SMART goals, the third one. This would be for any other SMART goal that there is. Just note that special projects would be for anything that is not a SMART goal. So this would be for other projects that are not a SMART goal, which should encompass most things anyhow. So by clicking on that, it will take you to a form to enter your SMART goal. Everything that has a red asterisk is a required field before you can submit your form. You'll want to put information in each of those fields the best you can before you submit your form the first time. And I say the first time is because you can update this information in the future through another method. So once the form closes, that's the end of that. And there's another icon on the Navigational Hub for doing those updates. From here, you would enter the name of your project. Then from there, you'll have a description of your SMART goal. Put your description in there. You can determine whether it's confidential or not. Now, it's confidential if there is reason to ensure that there are people in the company, or not everybody can see that project. Most projects will not be confidential. There's only a few select projects that would fall under that category of confidential. Choose the fiscal year that the SMART goal is for. Choose the transformational initiative that it belongs to. If it is not a transformational initiative, choose none. Select the strategic initiative it belongs to. This is impactful, relevant, extraordinary, or prominent. If it's not one of those, it may be an operational type project that is not one of those, or it could be a member activity that came up with it. So choose one of those. The approved budget, if you don't know what the budget is, put in 0 for now. But if you do know the budget, enter that in there. The project objectives, this is basically, why is the project being performed? What is it trying to achieve? This would be for anybody that comes up with a project. Usually there is a reason for executing a project. It's not just for the sake of doing work. So put in your objectives here of what is the purpose of it. Next would be your solution or background, your conclusions or recommendations. This would be for how did the solution come about, if you know what that is. If there were recommendations for how to perform this project, put that in there. It's basically all the background information on this project that would help someone understand why it's being performed in a certain way. If any risks have been identified, list those now. During the project, you're going to come up with risks, but if there are any risks from the start that need to be identified, perhaps something important that could make the project not succeed, then put that in here. The success criteria or metrics. This is how the success of the SMART goal will be measured. This was the same as last year. You need to have in here a way to measure the success of your project, whether it's hitting certain numbers or achieving a certain criteria that can be measured in some way. Then put in your stakeholder groups. Are there certain committees that are affected by this? Are there certain groups of people that are affected by that? Put in those groups. It's not looking for individual names, but any groups of people that may be affected by the project. Enter the RACI information here. RACI stands for Responsible, Accountable, Consultant, Informed. The responsible will be able to update the information on this project through another method from the Navigational Hub. Same with the accountable. The accountable is the person that makes all critical decisions on the project If the project is stuck, the accountable is the one who can remove roadblocks and make sure that the project keeps moving. The responsible is the person who's going to actually execute the project to make sure it gets completed. Enter your planned start and end date. Those will be recorded as the original plan to start and end date. Your project plan will determine what your actuals end up being. Then you have some optional items down below. If you have developed a socialization plan or communication plan, any dependencies that this project has, such as another goal being completed first, or perhaps something else that is in the way that you can't execute this project until that's completed. Any key milestones, if there are multiple milestones that are SMART goals, you may list those milestones out here, or any other important ones that need to be measured. Are there any digital platforms that this depends on? We might need to list them here if it's perhaps they are a risk if they're not going to be available, or perhaps this project can't start until they are available, or an upgrade or something. So list your digital platforms here. And then, is this a council or committee SMART goal? We have a separate form for that one, but if you used this form, you can still click that button here and then select your committee or council that it belongs to. And then if you have any additional attachments that you want to include with this, you can submit those here, drag and drop, and then hit the submit button. Once you hit submit, the project will, the information will notify the PMO. We will then review it and be able to generate all the templates required for reporting on that SMART goal. And that's it. If you have any updates to do after you've hit that submit button, there is a way to do that, and there will be a separate Q&A for how to do that.